So, just before the video does start, a quick little ad on a trading service I offer over on Twitch. I basically do trading guides for both Xbox and PlayStation for all budgets, from silver trading to icon trading with shadow trading and special card trading. On top of that, I do investments for Weekend League, Pre-Team of the Week and event investing. And you do have the ability to DM me one-on-one with any individual questions. And you can get all this for £4.99 a month, or free if you have Amazon Prime. And welcome to a brand new video and a brand new Road to Glory. So, we got ourselves a brand new Road to Glory. And I've listened to what you guys said, and I understand we've basically had Shadow Sniping Method Simulator over the last month. So what we've decided to do is give you guys a bit of a different Road to Glory. What this Road to Glory is going to be is, as it says in the title, 0 to 1 million coins in 10 methods. So it should add basically a bit of variety to what would normally be Shadow Sniping Simulator 101. So, below I have got 10 methods. I'll let you read them if you want. But what I will be doing is I will be allocating 30 minutes per method per episode. Which means we'll be trading in a total of 5 hours per episode, with each method being done for 30 minutes. I've also, by the side of it, obviously got how many K I've made. That will be a projected value, rather than, you know, I guess actively how much I've sold and bought it for. So then you guys will be able to compare efficiency, and probably then understand why I do only shadow sniping, because it'll probably be way more efficient than the next. But yeah, basically the idea is that it'll demonstrate lots of different trading methods. If you're struggling with one method, you can try another one. There are a few that are running off a theme, so like the Silver English Sniping and French Sniping. It's the same sort of filter, just with different nations. Same with like the Hunter and Shadow method, same thing, just for switching up that. But without further ado, what I am going to go and do is make the club. Now, there will be no SBCs done on this account, you'll be happy to hear. But if I get loyalty packs, I think I might have like one loyalty pack. I'm going to let myself do that, and obviously I'll let myself sell on the kits at the beginning. So this really doesn't matter. We don't play any gameplay in this Road to Glory game. What you will be seeing is the 10 methods done down below. So which kit do we think will sell on the best here? Honestly, I'd say the New York FC kit. It'll be either that or the LA Galaxy one. We'll go with this, actually. I think the dark mode kit would help sell it on. I've sold this kit in the past like 2-3k, so I'd be surprised if it doesn't sell on. And with the badges, that's my home team, Portsmouth. We'll go the LAFC, not too bad. And now hopefully, yes, Donnarumma. But hopefully we get ourselves some welcome backpacks. Very nice. As I said, normally what I would do is trading or maybe do the basic SBCs, but I don't really want to do that. I will probably have to do the basic SBCs, because a weird thing in this game is if you don't do the basic SBCs, it won't even let you look at other SBCs, which obviously when I want to invest going off of what's released at 6 PM would be quite useful. Pin them up, and I'd say it probably starts on 10k. Again, nothing that the basic or advanced SBCs wouldn't set you up on. I just completely skipped that pack, I do apologise. Hey, I preemptively expected it to be rubbish, what can I say? Not bad, we get Caustic right there. You know, a bunch of plebs, maybe go and sell that on for about 4, well, probably about 4 or 5k for that pack. Alright, we'll let this one roll out. Oh, it's going to be close. Again, munching on rares, you know, it's not overly the peak of content. Here we go, last pack. And then what I'll do is I'll go and sell all this stuff on, and we'll go and crack underway with the first method. Not Vlasic. Yeah, there you go. And we get JWP, but we're going to get all that sold on, probably still on about 10k, and get underway with the first method. So we've gone and sold on a few of the gold cards on the transfer list, and it's gone and given us 15k. Again, I understand I've got some loyalty packs, but at the end of the day, 15k is not hard to get once doing the basic SBCs and the advanced SBCs, but you don't need to see me do them because I do them every other Road to Glory. So, and this is basically going to be nothing but trading. So, the first method we're going to be doing is going to be, as you see down below, Silver, England, Sniping. Which means to go Silver, England, midfielders. We're now going to go and set the highest buy now possible without there being more than one card over the hour. So, let's go and search this for 100 and see, are there any cards over the hour? Again, if there is more than one, we do not buy them. There is definitely more than one. So, we're going to go low this to 350. Let's have a look. Silver, midfielders, England, 350. Perfect. There is no more than one card over an hour, which means it works perfectly. Now, again, when you're watching this video, it might be 400, it might be 500, it might be 250. Now, what you're going to do once you find the highest buy now you can have without there being more than one card over an hour is you're going to go and flick right on your stick. Like that. Again, the stick. There you go. You don't have to do it so dramatically. But now what you're going to do is you're going to use a little mechanic called compare price back out, which means compare price back out. Crazy. And what this mechanic is going to do is it is going to refresh the market. You can see right there, you know, this guy literally just got put in the market, and I'm sure if I do it for long enough, we'll see another new card being put on the market. Obviously, seeing cards that have literally just been listed on the market is very, very good, especially if they're a deal. Now, with this method, what is a deal? That is a good question. A deal is, if I'm not wrong, a vegetable. I think it's a bit like a gherkin, but a deal is anyone not from the English second or the English third. Actually, deal might be a herb. Ignore me. But yeah, a deal is anything not from the English second or third league, or a rare silver. So again, you want to put the highest buy now possible without there being more than one card over an hour. And the rare silver isn't always a deal, but yeah, anyone not from the English second or third league. How do you know what league they're from? Well, luckily, you flick your right stick, you know, and you can see what leagues they're from. You see this guy's from the third English league, this guy's from the second English league. So you're going to buy anyone that's not from that, which means fourth English league, you buy them. Premier League, you buy them. Serie A, you buy them. The MLS, you buy them. The Australian League, you buy them. You buy absolutely everyone not from the English second and third league. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this method for about 30 minutes on the stream and have probably half the stuff outsniped by my Twitch chat. But we'll show you guys what deals we managed to get in 30 minutes of this method. So the 30 minutes was up, and by lord, that was a long 30 minutes. I'd be lying to you if I said that I actually won every card that probably pops up, par like 3, and I still only got 10 deals. Now, what I'm going to say about this Road to Glory, right, is this Road to Glory isn't going to be a Road to Glory or where all the methods are equal, okay? Because, you know, right, the idea of this Road to Glory is variety, right? Not me giving you 10 super efficient methods, because if you want super efficient methods, it is 4 down, right? The whole point of this method is, or this Road to Glory, is that I guess I'm going to be showing you guys loads of methods, even if I'm not heavily backing them as the most efficient weapons in the world. It gives you guys variety if you want variety. Because otherwise I'd just sit here and do shadow method all day, you know, which I've been doing for the last months. So we guys have 10 deals. I'm going to show you guys what we managed to pick up in terms of the highlights. Pay this guy for 300 coins. When listing them, what I would recommend doing is sell for like the second or third cheapest on the market. Don't worry about selling for specifically the cheapest. So you'll probably flip them at 1.2k, making 800 coins on that. We've got a guy over here picked up for 300 coins. I should be able to flip him for about 1.3k, so another k right there. Ozda picked him up for 300 coins. Should be going and selling for about 1.3 again, another 900 coins there. Amiobi picked up here for 300 coins. Should be able to go and sell him for about 900 coins. So I'd be lying to you if I did this method for about 30 minutes and I didn't, and I'm probably only going to make about 7 or 8k. Even if that, maybe 6 or 7k. Once again, I'd say they're not going to be anywhere near as efficient as shadow trading. It is, you know, these methods are all being shown for the sake of variety. And, you know, if you guys are really strong with one method, at least there's another 9 you can go to. Relatively slow first method. Let's go and do a bit of shadow method to go and show you guys, I guess. I'll show you guys how it's done, really. So, with the Shadowrooski method, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be in shadow. We're nowadays going to be putting about a maximum bid of 1k, a minimum buy now, a maximum bid of 950 and a buy now of 1k. So you basically want to put this filter as your starting filter, and then play around from this filter. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go and put this filter in, search it, and see if we can get anything popping up. So, as I say, you make sure there is 1 or less cards over the hour. Okay, this was perfectly. So let's say, for example, there are more cards over the hour. I'd go and load that to 900, maybe 800, maybe 700. But because there are no cards over the hour, or only 1, which is what you can have, this filter works perfectly. So what we are doing with this method is we are basically, I guess I know how much all these players sell for. What I'm doing, okay, if there's cards like this over the hour, you either need to do 1 or 2 things. You either need to lower the maximum bid, or you need to bid on them for the same price. So you just saw a few cards got listed over the hour. When they're listed up for 650, how you get rid of them is you have to go and bid on them for like a K. That's basically how you get rid of them. So you see how they're all on the market right now? If I go and bid on them for, let's say, 900 coins, if I want to go and bid on this one for 900 coins, and I then go and bid on this one for 900 coins, and I'll leave the last one. If If I go and lower the maximum bid now to 850, because I bid 900 coins, they all won't appear over the hour. And there you go. That's how you can basically fix the filter. And there's no worry in bidding on them for 900 coins. So, back underway of how you know what the method deals are. It's a lot of trial and error at the beginning. At the beginning, you just need to learn the market, and you learn the market via trial and error. The best way to do trial and error is anything that you think is only 1k more than what they are without a shadow, buy. So if I thought Emery Chan was 2k without a shadow, I'd buy him for 3k with a shadow. If I thought Party was 700 coins without a shadow, I'd buy him for 1.6 with a shadow. Ideally, stay away from centre-backs and strikers, and also you got to understand at the beginning of this, you've got to be willing to take a bit of a loss. You take a bit of a loss at the beginning, because you've got to learn the market, and then once you learn the market, that's where you make yourself some good money. So, without further ado, let's go do half and an hour of shadow trading. Explain is, what you also want to do is, when you're on the 5th, 9th minute, you're going to be pressing compare price back out to refresh the market. You see how that Dharma Trader just got put on the market? Because this basically refreshes the market, so that's square, then circle. Square, then circle. So literally, I'm comparing prices as if I'm like, oh, I wonder what Klossman goes for. Psych, I don't really care. I wonder what he goes for. Psych, I don't really care. Wonder what he goes for. Psych. And eventually what happened is, boom, Renato Sanchez. Wonder what he goes for. Psych. And what basically would happen is it would just keep updating the market. That, you know, and I say anything you think that is only 1k more than what they are without a shadow, you'd go and buy. I'll start the timer and stop cheating. So, I mean, we're literally 10 minutes in, and I've spent the 30k because shadow trading is just so much better than every other method, but whatever. Alright, let's go and hit you with a bunch of the good deals. Montiel bought at 2k, going to sell at 3.9. Fredericks, oh, it's just like every YouTube video right now. Desta bought for 1.2, going to sell at 3.5. Another Montiel bought here for 1.3, going to sell at 3.9. This is literally the best method. But, people want variety, so, yeah, right, we're going to sell as much of this as I can, and then we're going to do other methods. But just understand this method is literally going to be deprived of profit it could make just because we're on a lower budget. But, yeah, alright, we'll get them all listed. Be getting sales, I say within the same hour, obviously, yeah, already getting sales on the shadow cards. We obviously would have been able to make a lot more money if I had more to work with, because I wouldn't have to stop to, you know, wait for a few things to sell on, but... You know, you can even see, you know, I guess in the first 10 minutes, I've already made 12k worth of deals in the first 10 minutes. Now again, you know, how long they'll take to sell on is another story, but there's a few of the silver selling on there. But yeah, not looking too bad. I already sold a regular on board at 3, sold at 3.3. We've only got 3 minutes left. I probably won't be able to get many more deals, so probably say 15k. But just understand 12k of those deals was literally in the first 10 minutes. So the final hour has been over with shadow trading. Not too bad, guys. I have quite a fair few deals, and our final total on the profit has been, so it's obviously projected, has been 13.9k. But you got to understand again that about 10k of that has come from the first like 10 minutes. We've just, you know, again we've just obviously had to wait for cards to sell on. So in theory, it could have been maybe like 30k, but because we're sorry, I've put it under the wrong date, but or wrong method, but because obviously, we don't really have the coins right now because we're only like one method in. It's been, I guess, suppressed a bit. But there you go. You can already see why I heavily backed shadow method over any other method. Because, as I say, there could have been way, way more coins being made on that. And we still made ourselves 14k, which still would have been, you know, 20k for 25k, sorry, 28k for the hour. Again, if not, could have been way, way more if I had a bigger budget to work with. So, what we're going to do is, because we're on a relatively low budget, we are kind of pushed onto the silver France sniper method. And it's a little bit like the England one, where you're going to be going silver midfielders France. Then you can put the highest buy now without there being more than one card over an hour. Once you've got this search filter in, you are going to be doing the same sort of thing. And you're going to be buying every single rare French player or player that is not from the Ligue 1 or the Ligue 2. And there are literally some cards sitting in the market, so they should be nice, easy buys. You can be doing the same filter. You can press and compare price back out. Yeah, so literally as simple as this. Compare price back out, and then every rare player or player not from the league... Actually, you can't pick up any Ligue 1 player. So any player who doesn't pop up from the Ligue 1 or who is rare, you want to be buying. But again, same as last time, just silver, France, highest buy now possible without there being more than one card over an hour. And yeah, which is 350 coins right now. And you want to scroll to the end and buy everyone not from the Ligue 2 or who is rare. End the 30 minutes on a way more successful filter than the English one. Problem is, I just don't think the players are worth quite as much. But, you get back here. We'll show you guys some of the deals. We've got this guy at 350. He's going for, like 550. Anything interesting? Got you for 350. We'll sell you for like 700. Double our coins on that. Got you for 350. We'll sell you for about 600. You see the coins on this are minuscule, man. Proper petite profits. Got this guy for 200 coins. We are selling for about 800 coins. Not that bad. What do we get? Got this guy for 200 coins. We are selling him on for not bad. We can sell him on for a K. You should see his small profits, but such an easy filter. That's how you get barely contested. Got this guy for 200 coins. Flipping for like 600. So voices aren't muy grande, but not bad Spanish, but not bad. You see the shadow players as well, all selling on, which is mucho nice. Down. So the last one a bit rubbish. We just got 22 deals with only 7.3. A lot of 300 coin profits, but a lot of deals popping up. Just deals with inverted quotes. So we are moving on to the hunt method, which is a little bit like shadow method, just with a hunter chem, so I'll believe it or not. Now, to set this method, you want to do the same sort of thing. You put 1k minimum buy now. You want to put maximum buy now of 9.9k. And then you have the highest max price without there being more than one card over an hour. So let's say I want to go and put 800 coins. Let's go and scroll to the 5th minute and see how many cards are over the hour. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's go and lower it down to... No. Let's go lower it down to 750 and see if that works. No, there's cards over the hour. Now, the lowest you can set this to is 700. Anything less than 700, and you're going to wipe a lot of cards off the market. So, what we need to do is no lower than 700. Now, there might be a card over the hour at 700. And if there is a card over the hour for 700, you have to bid on it for 750. You've got nothing to worry about, because, I mean, every gold card with Shadow will sell for at least, like, 900 coins. So bidding on anyone for 750, you've got absolutely nothing to worry about, because worst comes to worst, you'll be able to break even very easily. Now, the problem with Hunter trading is Hunter doesn't really add too much value. In fact, there's not even really a good rule of thumb, because someone like, I don't know, Zaha is generally, you know, there generally isn't much. There generally isn't much between what he is with and without a Hunter. So really, it is a case of trial and error. And I'll be honest with you, I don't do the hunter method myself. So, even for myself right now, it is about to be a big game of trial and error. But, you know, it's always a bit of fun. And in the end of the day, it's, you know, it's not the worst, I guess, demonstration if I'm in the exact same position as you guys. So, again, what you're looking to do is ideally buy these cards for the same price they are without a hunter than they are with a hunter. But, yeah, so what we'll do is we'll try this method for... I'm just going to pick that up. One of the best things to do, by the way, is going to be buying players that you actually don't think are very commonly put a hunter on. So because Isco isn't used that much, Isco of a hunter would probably be better than a Martial of a hunter. Because you've got to think, how many Martials of a hunter are there on the market compared to how many Iscos are there of a hunter on the market. But yeah, without further ado, let's try for 30 minutes and see how many coins we can make. Shadow Trading 2.0 in terms of we're a bit chock-a-block with some cards, but let's have a little look at how some of our cards are done. Put ourselves up a Mertens 024. A Mertens here at 218 and a Mertens here at 22. Let's have a little look how much they're going for. I actually decided to switch the filter up from just looking at anyone to looking at midfielders. The logic behind this is that I basically thought, well, I think the strikers are probably oversaturated, aka there's way more hunters than what they're demanded with a hunter. So I didn't think they would work very well. So I thought if I'm looking at midfielders, not only am I looking at players that probably don't have hunter being put on them as much, I can also look for strikers that have been converted down to a midfielder. So not only do they have the chem style, but they also have the position changes on them. And actually, it seems like this hasn't been too bad. The centre mid ones we'll be able to sell on for... I don't think there's anything crazy. You know, we're not talking shadow levels here, but we're looking at 2.7 on him, 2.6 there. CDM. Jesus. All right, I think we're looking at like 2.7Ks on the 2.7Ks on the cams. And let me go see how much the centre mid one is, because obviously that's yet another position changer. I want to see 2.7K on all of them. So the profits I do think with Hunter are going to be relatively minuscule, but that does also come down to me not actually understanding the Hunter market quite as much. Yeah, I mean, there'll be next to nothing on that one. It's like 400 coins on that one. Like 700 coins on that one. So small profits, but in the end of the day, I've got to learn this method, just like yourselves. And at the beginning, it's always going to be slow, or you're going to have losses, but in turn, you are going to be learning the market. So the time is up, and well, we've already sold on a Mertens. Beautiful. We've also sold on quite a lot of silvers, so you can see that's working. But in the 30 minutes, we managed to pick ourselves up over 20 deals minus the stuff we already sold. Anything interesting? I think Fred Astaire for 1.2k would be pretty good. But yeah, I do think switching to midfielder is a massive play. So to set up the midfielder filter, it's pretty easy. Again, you're going to go rare gold, midfielder, hunter. You're going to put basically the highest maximum bids. The max bid could be, I don't know, it could be 1.2k, but again, you're going to make sure there is no more than one card over an hour. So if I was to put 1.2k, there are cards over the hour. If I go down to 1.1k, there are no cards over the hour. So if there were cards over the hour for 1.1k, I'd go lower it down to 850. But I do find hunter midfield is a lot better because, again, like, what's crazy, right, is, again, hunter chem style is still like a 3k chem style. Let me go show you the amount of gold cards that are like 1.2k of a hunter, alright? Like Richarlison, flooded at 1.2. Malin, flooded at 1.2. Calvert-Lewin, quite a few. Antonios. Who else do we have? More Antonios. You see, the problem with FIFA is that sometimes players are just too mainstream and they suck. So which is why midfielders are good. Because the amount of midfielders with Hunter, you can see there are, you know, less midfielders with Hunter than there are forwards. Even though you'd argue that forwards should be more demanded. But yeah, just the field I've been doing. What I do is I'll go and see what they're all going for and total up how much we've made. Away with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th trading method. And that is going to be the position changing method. So the position changing method basically entails that there's quite a lot of gold cards used for advanced SBCs in this game. A lot of Brazilians, Colombians, Argentinians. And what you're basically doing is you are looking to buy these players once they've had a position change on them. Because if you guys think back to that SBC, which needed, what is it? There was an SBC that basically needed you to go and use 11 different leagues. And in that SBC, they need 100 chemistry. So a lot of the times, you'll need to move people into centre mid. Which means there's a lot of default cams that, you know, are basically demanded in centre mid. So what you can do is you can basically go through this list of cams one by one and see, are there any ones that are cheap in centre mid? Then you can also, right here, go, are there any cheap ones that are in CDM? And while you're here, you can also go, are there any cheap ones in striker? And what you're basically looking for is seeing if you can buy them in a position where they've been position changed at 1 or 2k cheaper than what it actually costs to position change them. Because there's a lot of demand for these players. It's just a case of, you know, you buying them when someone's not looking at them and then selling them when someone who wants them is looking to buy them. If you head over to my stream and type !plist as well, what that would do is it'll give you a list of the players I kind of use. So for example, use Paredes and try and buy him in centre mid and striker. Lo Celso, I'll buy him in CDM and striker. Quintino, I'll buy him in centre mid, CDM and striker. Texera, I'll buy him in cam, centre mid and CDM. So I'll buy him in, like, basically when they've been moved down positions. So yeah, that's the method we'll do. So we'll do this for half an hour and we'll show you guys all the deals we managed to get. So this method was gosh awful. What was that, half an hour, and we picked up 6 deals. It means we average 1 deal per 5 minutes and entered a high level of boredom. Alright, let's go through them. Quintino should be able to sell for about 6.5. Should be able to sell that one for 6.5. Should be able to sell this guy for about 8k. Should be able to sell Rodriguez probably about 2.5k. Coutinho for 4k. And then Kudi for like 3.2. So probably overall, probably only making about 7-8k. I guess it's actually not too bad as runnings go, but yeah, it's a bit boring going through players one by one for about half an hour straight. But there you go, probably another 7-8k. We'll see you guys next with... we could do shadow players one by one. I don't think that'd be too bad. What we're doing is basically shadow trading, but going through players one by one. It helps if I'm on the right game. So, shadow trading, going through them one by one, basically consists of, well, we were doing the shadow method earlier, and because we were doing the shadow method earlier, I've basically learnt what a few cards to go for with shadow. For example, we sold this to Zoko at 3.2k. So now what I can do right now is just go through that list of players, which I went and sold earlier, and just go through them one by one and just try and get some good deals. So for example, if I sold to Zoko at 3.2 earlier, and we can go and get one on the market for, I don't know, like 2.2, 2.3. No. We'd go and buy him and sell him at 3.2. Likewise with Fredericks. There you go. So we sold a Fredericks on for 3.2. So if one popped up, I don't know, for again 2.2 or 2.3, we'd go and buy him. What we proceed to do is just go through a list of players one by one. And say, how do you not play yourself? Where you do the initial shadow trading method that you would have seen earlier. And then you write down when they go and sell on. Because I do go and write everything down once I sell them on. And yeah, then we go through players one by one. yeah, just basically just going through the data I've already collected today and just trying to get deals. So we'll do that for about half an hour, and we'll show you guys when we get some good deals. So we've kind of got ourselves a fair few deals, you know, probably be like 14, 15k profit after tax. I think, I don't know if there's anything that interesting. I mean, got this guy at like 1 at 90, 1 at 2.3, going to sell at 3.2. Should we get this guy for about 4.9? He's had a Camtasonid plus shadow on him. Pedro 2 should sell him for 3 pretty easily. Nunamura Mendes should sell for about 4k, picked up at 2.5. Tuna board at 1.9 should be selling for about, probably about 2.9. Maybe 3.2. You can actually buy cams with shadow, because weirdly enough, a fair few of them work pretty well, but should be able to sell the alpha for about 3.7. A lot of them are just 1k profits, especially like 10, 13k. Not too bad, I'd say. So just listing up our last player, and yeah, I mean the shadow going through them one by one actually hasn't been too bad. In about half an hour going through players one by one, we have managed to make 12.3k projected profit. So again, they're never, I guess, guaranteed that I'll be able to sell everyone for the price I want to sell them for. But I mean, so far we haven't had too bad of a success rate with selling players on. So yeah, so 12.3k, not too bad on that method. Next method I think we'll do would be Hunter 1 by 1. Then we got 6 PM, and then we'll see if we got enough coins to do Hunter special and Shadow special. So just like earlier, where I went through a list of players with the Shadow trading, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing for Hunter right now. Which is basically where I'll be going like Hunter, and then I don't know, let's say for Kai Havertz, for example, I have some data that he sells for 3.7k with a Hunter. So because I know he sells at 3.7, I'm going to have a little scout and see, okay, is there anything popping up for about 2.7? Because obviously if I buy it for 2.7, I can go and sell him at 3.7. And yeah, what I do right now is, again, for about 30 minutes, just going to go for a list of players that I have data for, one by one. So ideally, you start by doing the sniping method, and then you can do this as a follow-up method, just picking up deals going off of the data you've gathered from the first method. I got myself 9 deals. Bit rubbish, because obviously I've only started Hunter midfielder training today, so I don't really have a crazy amount of data to go off of. What actually I've been doing is just going through this list right here, take that off there, and actually just looking for these guys in either position changes or just, you know, have a Hunter on that are relatively demanded. So I looked at the likes of Verity, but nothing crazy really. Was looking at like Pellegrini, was looking at Olm, was looking at Nkuku, those sort of players, just seeing if they had any good deals with Hunter. But there we go. We'll get these lists on and show you guys how well they do. So we just list up all the players, and it's leaving us on about 7.4k right now. Now the next thing we're going to be doing is going to be 6 PM rash investing. 6 PM rash investing basically contains whatever SBCs, whatever objectives EA release at 6 PM. Basically, you just buy everything that's needed for it and then go and sell it, like, you know, 20, 30 minutes later. So that is going to be in 6 minutes' time. We're going to see if we can get some more coins ready for that. And, yeah, that's going to be the plan of action for, well, the next trading, which is 6 PM rash investing. Oh, I didn't do the goddamn basic SBCs, which means I wouldn't have been able to look at them. No. Failed, boys. Oh, failed, boys. I failed. Guys, 7 goals, 75 rated, Green Benzema, Newcomers Challenge, pretty sure that's new, isn't it? Clash of the Titans, marquee matchup. Maybe an objective? Oh, wow. Players from same country, minimum 4. Players from one club, maximum 2. Rare players, 5. 80 rating, 95 chemistry. Oh my god, nations galore. Oh my god, chat. Nations. Oh my god. Chat, Brazilian right backs. Brazilian centre backs. Chat, anyone good for advanced SBCs who's high rated should do well, chat. Brazilian left and right backs, chat. You know, Brazilian goalkeepers doesn't hurt, chat. Neto wouldn't be that bad. Brazilian centre backs. Of Gabriel Vidamoso Felipe. Maximum same league. Max took chances crazy for money. But what I do want to demonstrate right now is what 6 PM, I guess the call we just made would have made you money wise. So I basically called buying all Brazilian centre backs, well, all rare Brazilian centre backs at 1.2k. Rare Brazilian centre backs right now are up to 3k, not bad. I call buying all Brazilian right backs at 1.5k. They're at the moment all up to like 6k, I guess. Early calls I also made was Buffarini at 1.5k. Buffarini is now at... Buying him up to 2k, sorry. Buffarini is now up to 7k. Tagliafico at 1.5k. Tagliafico is now up to like 6k. So, really gutted I couldn't invest in the Road to Glory, but hopefully, nonetheless, I've been able to demonstrate to you guys how insane 6pm is. I mean, viewers have made like 500k, 600k, 700k, 300k, you know, with relatively ease. That's 6pm, you know. This is probably the best 6pm we've had all year, by the way. So, a crazy coincidence, but now gutted that we couldn't, you know, gutted we didn't have anything, gutted we basically didn't have access to the to the SBCs. So, we're now moving underway with the next method, which is special shadow trading that I'm completely under budgeted for. But enough about me and my budget. Let's go show you guys how to set the filter. So, how you set this filter is you're going to go minimum buy now 9.9. Or minimum, let's go, yeah, minimum buy now 9.9. You're then going to go and put the maximum price to the highest you can have without there being more than one card over an hour. So let's start at 10,250. That's a perfect place to start. So we're going to scroll to the end there, invite someone to a game by accident, and continue scrolling to the end. How many cards are over an hour? 1 card. Perfect. We can keep on increasing it. Because we can increase this number until there are 2 cards over an hour. So let's go and increase that there. And I forget to take all my sub alerts off and accidentally switch to Xbox. Professionalism at the, I don't know, largest. Alright, so we're going to keep on scrolling to the 59th minute with this new thing. And boom, there are multiple cards over an hour. Which means I'm now going to have to lower the maximum bid. Let's lower it down to 11.50 and see how many cards are now over an hour. So we're going to scroll to the end. And how many cards are over an hour with the 11.50? Again, there's only 1. Perfect. So that will do. We know 12 there was too many. I mean, we saw loads at 750. So 11.50 is the highest by now. Now, because I've only got 43k, I'm also going to set this to 43k. I actually don't advise doing this method unless you have like over 200k. But with this method, basically what you're going to do is you are going to basically be trying to pick up special cards with Shadow for the same price they are without Shadow. Ideally, you're not really buying anything above like, I don't know, 40, 50k. Ideally, keeping it to cheap up, unless you're just getting good snipes on those players. So what I'm looking to do is basically try and pick up like a Gavin Batch. So if I pick a Gavin Batch up there for 18 and his gold card is 18, I can always guarantee sell that for about 21, 22 and turn over a little bit of coins. So you can use Footbin to learn the market, or use Footwiz to learn the market and what they sell for, but ideally looking to pick up these Inform cards, these Want to Watch cards, these Team of the Week cards for the same price they are with Shadow than they are without. All you got to do is learn what they sell for without Shadow. We've spent all the coins we have, but it's alright because we should be able to sell them relatively fast. We've got a Dumfries at 11,750, a Delaney at 10.50, and a Milinkovic-Savic at 19k. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, but yeah, got them all on the filter in literally 7 minutes. Milinkovic-Savic, see, I could easily do a miss buy here, by the way. So do get angry at me. Milinkovic-Savic bought at 19, survey says, gonna go and sell him at 19,750 so I can get the coins back instantly to trade. As you screw, I'll just take a 1k loss on him. Delaney bought at 10.50. Survey says, oh, bro, this method relies on lazy buys way too much for it to be an early video method. Because ideally, right, I'll go list him at 14k for lazy buyers, but I just don't have that luxury because I'm early on in the video. And it's like, I mean, I kind of would prefer to have the money back, you know. But 12.50. Dumfries, who, off of yesterday's performance, is generally one of the worst attacking wingbacks I've seen in my life. I've never seen someone like team have so much faith in him, but yeah, 13.50. So the idea of this method, right, is I'll sell them on lazy buyers. But it doesn't really work, because I need the coins fast so I can flip them again, but whatever. You guys get the gist. You know, normally you'd be able to make another 1k, 2k profit per, but yeah, I can't have that luxury because I only have 23 minutes. So the last method was arguably a bit of a flop, but it's mainly a bit of a flop because of the budget we're on. I really don't have the budget to demonstrate special card trading, but I've about 2 or 3 lists we still haven't sold them on. Basically, this method is ideal to do when you have like 200-300k, because the idea is you basically sell them lazy buys. If you're in any sort of hurry to sell these players, then you're not going to be utilising this method rightly. So what we're going to be doing is we're basically now this one down as a bit of a null, aka we're going to leave that at 0. And what we're going to do is we're going to change up the last method, which was going to be the Hunter special method. But due to the SBC, which I guess we missed on this Road to Glory, even though, again, we probably could have made insane money, which, again, would help with the special card trading, but it is what it is. Because of the SBC basically rising a lot of players' prices, you can basically do very, very generic sniping filters. For example, right now I should be able to go for about, basically I should be able to go gold, Brazil, and I can go and buy absolutely everything that appears that is not a CDM or a left back. So it gives me a very generic filter. I can go and buy right mids, I can go and buy left mids, I can go and buy strikers, I can go and buy centre backs, right backs, goalkeepers. Absolutely every single position on the field I can go out and buy right now and flip for a profit other than centre mids. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to be throwing on this little filter again. It is just Brazil. You know, this will only probably work on this, what's it called? On this, I guess, specific day. But we can add a little bit of sniping in every episode. It'll only really work when I'm not streaming it. So it will have to be always at the end of the episode. But yeah, we'll do a little bit of sniping for an hour, sorry, for 30 minutes, and we'll go and see how many coins we can make with the, well, with this filter. But again, it's more just generic sniping. When you're watching this video, it probably won't be violated, but it will just show you, I guess, in comparison, how good can sniping be compared to the methods down below. Okay, so we're 8 minutes into this method, and we've picked up loads and loads of cards. Let's go have a little look what the profit is like. I don't think it's anything too crazy per card, but in the end of the day, you know, with sniping, it's always, I mean, it's not always about getting the most coins per card. It's ideally just get as many cards. Well, you know, you try and basically get the best mix of a lot of coins and obviously a fair few cards. Right wings buying all under 600, selling on for 800 there. Again, you never have to worry about selling for specifically the cheapest as well. Right wings we can go and sell. There you go. These are looking decent. Right wings go and sell at 900. Jesus, this is a really good filter. 900 in each of them. That's how the left mids are looking. Left mids are winning pretty easily. So you got 900 on that. I can't be honest, my memory's awful. 900 on that. On the right mids, 750. Right, 750 on that. 900 on the right mids. And was it 850 or 800? Yeah. 800, 900, 750. Let's have a little look and just show you guys what we've managed to win so far. Left mids. So these are, what, 700. So nothing too crazy there. Obviously 900 there, 900 there, 900 there, 650 there, another left mid there. Right wings being quite easy to win. So yeah, not looking too bad. It's very, very small coins, but you know, it adds up. And I'll be honest with you, in terms of a starter method, it's not looking too bad. So we've already got sold on I guess our first set of deals. You can see they're selling on all there. And we've replaced them with another set. So again, this is really a case of mass buying already as well. 3.2k projected profit. Loads and loads and loads of right wingers there. We've actually changed the filter up because I kind of worked out that the left mids, right mids weren't really going for overly too much. So why not just look at the attackers? I'm just going gold forward because the strikers are selling on, the right wingers are selling on. And yeah, it's not looking like too bad. If I go look at the gold non-rares for strikers, should be able to sell these at all 850. Been picking them up for about 600 coins. So easy 850 on these. Left wingers, I don't think I've actually bought any left wingers yet, but if I can get any of them, I think I'm flipping them at 2k. And then the right wingers were still selling for 900. So very, very easy, very, very consistent coins. The strikers actually may vary player to player, so I'll probably scout out a few of the different players and, you know, see if it varies player to player, but yeah, not looking too bad. So we finished the last method of the day. So far we've made 9k. We have picked up some really, really good deals here though. I'll sell each one of these on 2.2k, so that'll be like 1.4k right there, another 1.4 there, and another 1.4 there. So last method is probably going to make me 13k. We've also picked up a tune that's been converted from cam to centre forward, so that should be interesting. So yeah, so we get those players listed up and then go and, I guess, a little overview for the day. So we are going to be wrapping up the first episode on 86.1, but as I said, I'm sure if we had 6 PM rash investing, like you can see, it would have been absolutely insane. You know, I'd imagine it would be on mid-hundreds, but just generally, again, people were making like 200k or very, very small, I guess very, very small starting totals. But obviously, we're just quite unfortunate that we literally couldn't unlock the SBCs and see the SBCs because we didn't do the basic SBCs, but as I say, you live and you learn. Other than that, really happy that we learned Hunter midfielder trading. I kid you not, I've never done Hunter midfielder trading in this FIFA, and it just absolutely banged. In terms of cards we haven't sold on by the end of the episode, again, it's not the end of the world because I can just list them up overnight. Sold on all of our Brazilian cards we sniped next to instantly. Obviously, the special cards, I've put that down as a null. We might make like 2k from it, but I think it was a bit naff. I think we're potentially left with more shadow deals than anything else. So, you know, if anything, I guess the shadow deals or the profit would be a little bit more inflated maybe than it'll actually end up. But yeah, not looking too bad. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. As I said, I'm learning a fair bit with this, and in theory, you should only make more and more per episode. I don't expect it to be a 10 episode thing. Don't worry, I expect it to probably be only another like maybe 4 or 5 episodes max. Because the longer I've been doing this methods, the better I am. Again, like silver English sniping and silver French sniping, expect that to potentially be replaced with some new methods next episode. Again, every episode should have some different methods in it, so hopefully keep it interesting for you guys. But hopefully you guys do enjoy the concept. So hopefully answers your questions in terms of you need different methods, or you want to try something different, or just bored of saying the same method over and over again. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with the brand new episode of 0 to a million coins in 10 methods.